It's Jeff here once again with Entrepreneur Essentials here at T-Werx, and I'm here with my friend Mel Kirkland, and we are going to talk a little bit about his entrepreneurial journey today. And you know, he has been an entrepreneur, he's worked for people, and he's had a very interesting journey that got him here to Texas. So once again, as always, right down below me is the subscription button. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you can always get access to all of these shows as they come out, because we do several of these a week, and if you're not in the know, you're going to miss these as they come out. So Mel.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about your entrepreneurial journey.
Well, actually, I moved to Texas about 13 years ago from Southern California. At the time, I was doing construction management in the San Diego area.
Okay.
I came to Texas to visit some friends and was here for 3 days. Liked Texas so much, I basically, on a whim, bought a house here in Texas, flew back to California. I put my house on the market. I shut my business down in California and I moved to Texas. And I thought, when I got here, I was going to semi-retire because I couldn't believe what kind of deal you could, let's back up, steal you could get on houses coming from California to Texas. So yes, I was one of those people with the back pocket on fire. And within about a month of me being here and being bored, I basically said, no, I got to start a business. I need to keep working. And my mother was a nurse to a state agriculture inspector, so basically I started doing landscaping. And I found that some sales skills that I had built up in previous jobs lent itself to being able to just basically on the fly create a landscape business. I started working with several landscapers in the area and started doing sales for them. And then I noticed that I was doing a lot of custom design work for different builders. So I've actually completed a couple projects that were actually in magazines.
Wow.
You know, and had I been a better business person, I would have made sure my name was out there. But it was nice seeing my stuff.
Yeah.
In
You know it is. Yeah.
in one of the big, you know, hoity-toity, you know, Austin magazines about look at this landscaping, it's how wonderful it is. But
Yeah.
you know, that was then. And then we went through the 2008-2009 downturn, and basically, you know, Austin became, and Cedar Park became a proverbial desert for a little while. And so we had to get tight, we had to work right, we had to become more efficient, we had to really watch how we did things and how we spent money and everything. And what that really did was allow me and my company to lean out, become more efficient. And as we came out of that, I mean, it's just been crazy busy ever since. And this year does not look like it's going to slow down at all.
Yeah, and you're just coming into your busy season now.
Oh yes, you know, landscaping, it's one of those things. Texas has seasons, whereas California really, especially San Diego area, does not, so to speak. And so, you know, basically from about March through June, you do about 70% of your work. You know, and that carries you through the entire year depending on how you balance everything out.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your business now, because you've kind of morphed your business a little bit.
Yeah, I was managing. I had my own trucks, trailers, crews, and you know was basically running a true quote unquote landscape install business. And over the years, I found that I really liked consulting work, and actually now I've sold all of that. And when I need crews, I do more contract than direct employment. And so right now, I'm basically doing business development and construction management for other landscapers.
Nice. Very cool. So what's new in your world now?
Oh, my world is changing because this late winter into spring, I decided to run for city council.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been volunteering for the city for 12 years. I'm the president of an HOA, a member of the chamber, which has been an excellent resource for small businesses like myself. It's nice to get out and meet other people because it makes a network where when you're a little on the slow side, you can always pop into a lunch meeting and you got 3 or 4 jobs out of it. It's wonderful. And people get to know you, and when they know you, they like you, and they trust you, it's much easier to develop the relationship.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, it's a local business community. You know, everybody leverages everything, and people tend to like to do business with people in our community.
Well, it is Texas. It's all about, the quality of the relationships you have with other people.
Absolutely.
So yes, I'm running for place 2, Cedar Park City Council right now.
Awesome. Well, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
It's going to be a long run, but we're getting there. Right?
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
We just put out the road signs. We're putting out yard signs. Trying to get out in front of the public. I really like meeting people, so I like getting to know people, seeing where they come from. So, I could have a conversation with a doorknob. So, it's really nice to be able to just get out and listen to people.
Yeah, find out about them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fast 5 questions now.
Okay.
All right, first question. You wake up in the morning, business is totally gone. You have $500 in your pocket. You've got a laptop computer. You have a place to live. What do you do first?
Well, that's everything. I got my health. I've got a place to live. I start a new business.
Okay.
You sit down, you think about, what my skill sets are, what can I bring to the market, and basically with access to the internet, you just open up your phone or just look on your phone and start making phone calls to the people on your phone, on your contact list. And maybe they don't have work, but you can always find out one of their friends have work. I get 90% of my business as just referrals. I do very little advertising. So, if tomorrow I woke up and I just said, I got to change, well, there's lots of different options that you can just pick up.
You got your
right away.
contact list to just start making contacts again. Yeah. What's your biggest entrepreneurial mistake?
I don't use QuickBooks. I'm so embarrassed. So I'm one of those people that still track everything using a spreadsheet. It works for me. My accountant really doesn't like it for doing my quarterly and my yearly taxes, but it's worked for me. It's just I wish I was more QuickBooks literate so that it would just, as you enter everything, then you could break it out a lot easier.
Hire a bookkeeper. Bookkeeper works really well. So, what's a good book that you would recommend for an entrepreneur?
Well, you need to first of all have experience in the work you're doing. So, growing up where my mother was in the landscape industry, as far as she was a grower for the Forestry Service.
Oh, cool.
So she grew tiny little baby spruces and pine trees, and then when she got into a certain size, the Forestry Service would bring out this big giant semi truck and take all of her pine trees down to LAX, the big airport in Los Angeles, put them on a jumbo jet, and fly them up to the U.S. Northwest to replant areas that had been decimated by the logging industry.
Okay.
And so, I kind of fell into the landscape industry as I transitioned out of building office space for computer companies to construction management, and then finally went out here in Texas. One of the nice things about Texas is, as opposed to California, your landscape books are about this thick.
Yeah.
They're the size of a Bible.
Yeah.
And here, they're more like the size of a magazine, because of the conditions and the climate and the soil and everything else. So I would say that your industry books, your your Texas Landscape and Nursery Association literature. There's a lot of different areas where you can get experience in doing the work. You know, plus you have to spend a certain amount of time actually performing the work, because it's an industry where you build up skill sets over time. And then, you know, once you get to my point where you know, you've been doing it for years, some things come very, very natural and are very, very simple, whereas other people might say, oh, that's really complex.
Yeah, and you make it look easy in the end.
I try to.
Yes.
Yes.
Hopefully it's easy.
That's the goal.
Yeah. What is a good resource or tool that you use every day in your business?
I think the best resource or tool you have is yourself.
Okay.
I think that you always have to wake up with a positive attitude. You know, God gives us the ability to wake up every day and climb out of bed, and it's what we do at that time that makes it a better day. And so we really have to take advantage of the resources we have. You know, our time, you know, and being more efficient with how we use that. We spend a lot of time during the day doing a lot of other things that really aren't related to your business. And it's setting aside groups of time where you can get things done throughout the day, rather than trying to just work straight through the day. You know, but actually work in segments throughout the day.
Yeah, and stop and take a break occasionally to
Yes.
look up. So how do people get a hold of you, Mel?
I am you can easily get a hold of me by calling me.
Okay.
My cell phone is 512-809-7700. Or you can email me at mel_Kirkland, KIRKLAND, @yahoo.com.
And not the generic brand.
Nope, I'm Kirkland from California, not Kirkland, Washington.
From Washington, yeah.
Yes.
All right, well, folks, Mel, both from the public servant side, I mean, he and I have worked on the Forest Oaks HOA for about a year together now, and got to know each other, you know, before that, of course, and have worked on city boards and things like that together. So, great guy, definitely one of the best and most knowledgeable landscapers I know. So if you need help in that area, certainly make sure that you reach out to him. And two, if you live in the Cedar Park area, please take a look at Mel's website. It's Mel for Cedar Park, FOR Cedar Park, and take a look at what he stands for as far as the city goes, because he's a great guy, and he's been a great public servant to our community, and hopefully will continue to be that for many, many years to come. So thanks, man.
Thank you very much for your time.
Folks, once again, down below me is our subscription button. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and you will get updates as soon as these new shows come out every week. They usually come out on Tuesdays. So make sure that you do that. We do a few little secret hidden ones that you might not know about unless you get the emails from us. So we'll see you here next week and on Entrepreneurial Essentials.